Hey YouTube, this is Jaden Storm coming at you with another deck profile, but this one is going to be an updated deck profile. I had some things I wanted to test out in another deck. This is going to be a updated Tetra Drive Dragon deck. There was a couple of things that I wanted to test, things that I knew would work better. The first one I put up, guys, was literally one that I literally just thought up in my head because I was going for using all the stuff in set 13, all the stuff that would make it as consistent as possible while using the new stuff. I still think the build that I originally put up here for you guys is a good build. I don't have anything bad to say against that build. I just wanted to go now with all my new stuff, with all stuff that I wanted to have in it. It is now completely where I want it. This is the build that I had envisioned originally. I just didn't want to give that away at first. I was asked about why not using more of the older stuff, and I said, well, I just want to play test that. I've had that in my head. I just wanted to get my first one out there. So here is my updated Tetra Drive Dragon deck profile. So grade zeros. I am still using Officer Cadet Eric because I want to draw into Transcore Dragon before Tetra. For Supersonic Sailor, the critical trigger that unflips damage. And 4 Jet Ski Rider, so 8 crit. 4 Battle Siren Malika, 4 draw, and 4 heal. So 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. That hasn't changed. Grade 1s, there has been some changes. Still playing 4 Perfect Guard because we're good players. 4 Emerald Shield Pascal. I went up to 3 copies of Battle Siren Dorithia. This card is... I like having this behind Tetra when you break ride, so you can, on the second attack, get him in the 30s, because I like to use her to boost him with on the second attack instead of the first. That's just my opinion. I am now playing 3 copies of Tier Knight Theo. I like this simply just as a solid 8k boost to one of your front row rear guards, or you can even stick it in the front row and push for early damage if you're desperate. I am still playing 2 copies of Wheel Assault. Guys, I know this is a very good card, okay? So please don't immediately give me a thumbs down and just run off because I'm not playing 4 of this card. This is a good card. I'm not denying that. It's only good in certain situations, in certain board situations. I still think this is a very good card. That's why I'm still playing 2. I was toying with playing 2 Theo and 3 Wheel Assault, and I'm right now playing 3 Theo and 2 Wheel, and there's a strong possibility I'm going to go to 3 Wheel, and I wanted to say 3 Wheel Assault still, but normally when I'm trying to decide between 3 of this card and 2 of that card, I go against what my gut tells me to just test it and see if I'm right. 9 times out of 10 I am, so I'm probably going to go back to 3 Wheel Assault. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything in the deck that I do want. And then I'm still playing 2 copies of Light Signals Penguin Soldier to add a little more draw power and consistency. Grade 2s, also some changes. The thing that is the same is I'm still playing 4 copies of Tier Knight Lazarus. I still love playing 4 copies of this card. And now I am playing 3 copies of a card you will recognize from my old Maelstrom days, and that is 3 copies of Storm Rider Basil. Yes, I am playing 3 copies of Basil. I always envisioned playing Basil in Tetra because he helps you get 2 attacks off, and unlike Tidal Assault, he can protect himself by sliding into the back row, so the only way your opponent really can get at him is if you're playing something like Kagura or Narukami that has the ability to retire back row units. So... or anything else. Just Kagura and Narukami, the main 2 clans that come to mind. Think of that. But 3 copies of Basil. I am still playing 2 copies of Tidal Assault. I still like Tidal Assault. It is still a very good card to help push for early damage. But I'm also again thinking of dropping 1 Lazarus to play 3 of this, so I'd have 3 Lazarus, 3 Basil, 3 Tidal Assault. But again, like I normally say, I normally go against what my gut tells me, just to make sure that I am right, and to try something that would be different. So I am still playing 2 Tidal Assault, because I still really like this card a lot, but I am probably going to go to 3. And then for my last grade 2, I'm playing 2 copies of Teardrop Marine General Carlos. This is the Aqua Force damage flipper. I'm using this because I want to unflip the damage when I use my Eric and my Tetra, so I can reuse them again. I have another build that I'm going to try eventually too, where I play 3 copies of this and I use the self-damagers, but that's down the road. Next, I'm playing 4 copies of Blue Flight Dragon, Transcore Dragon. I don't know why I looked. I know this card's name. He is still by far one of the best break rides that there is. His ability is Limit Break. When an Aqua Force rides on top of him, the new unit will receive plus 10,000 power. And when your Vanguard swings, they gain the ability to where your opponent must discard a card from their hand. If they do not discard a card from their hand, then your Vanguard receives +1 critical, and they cannot guard the attack, period. And then Transcore, his Vanguard skills, when he attacks a Vanguard, he gains +2, making him 13k, so he can hit all those cross rides by himself. And then, of course, for the final boss monster, we are playing 4 copies of Blue Wave Dragon, Tetra Drive Dragon. So, the best Aqua Force boss out there is. I think that is not up for debate. I think that's a pretty clear-cut decision. Tetra Drive, just for fun, I'll read him. Limit Break. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked a Vanguard, if it was the second battle of the turn, until the end of the turn, this unit gets auto Vanguard ability. At the end of the battle that your rearguard attacked a Vanguard, if it is the 4th battle of that turn, you may pay the cost, which is discarding 2 Aqua Force cards from your hand, and restand this unit. And then his other skill is you may counterblast 1 to give him plus 2,000 power. What I normally like to do is when I break ride Tetra onto Transcore is give him maybe 1 or 2 counterblasts to put him at 23 or 25. That way, if I'm facing a cross ride 23 to 13, that at least means they have to guard 15k for 1 pass. And if it's 11 or a 10k Vanguard, just go to 25 and make it even harder on them. But by far the best Aqua Force boss monster you can be playing right now. I mean, you could still use Glory Maelstrom if you want, but I would prefer Tetra. The thing that makes this meta good right now, guys, is if you have a Vanguard that can restand itself, you are already in a much better position. The only one who is better than all that, in my opinion, is Chaos Break, because he not only blows up the field of your opponent, he lets you draw more cards. But if you can, having a Vanguard that has the ability to have an extra critical, gain some sort of crazy advantage like Chaos Breaker, or the ability to restand itself, are your best 3 traits to have in a Vanguard right now. So here, that is my updated Tetra Drive Dragon deck. I hope you enjoyed it. So this is the way I envisioned the deck originally when I very first saw Tetra, and I started kind of spinning my mind around getting deck profiles together. To give you just a little insight, guys, I already have my Seeker Sing Saver Dragon deck profile in here. I already have my Big Bang Knuckle Dragon deck profile in here. And I'm currently working on my Razor and Metalborgs in my head. I have these decks planned out a long time before they even come to you guys. I just like to start thinking, and it gives my mind something to do. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I do deck profiles, discussions, all kinds of fun stuff, so be sure to check all of it out. If you ever have a suggestion for a video, please feel free to tell me. I love hearing your suggestions for videos, and plus it just, I like making you guys happy if there's a video you'd like to see. So be sure to like this video for me, thumbs up in the comment section below. Please tell me if you enjoyed this video. If you did not like the video, please tell me what I can do so that you will enjoy it, so when I make my videos in the future, I will know. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up this video for me, and I'll see you later.